Diadem continues to tweak and improve their paddles, this time with a quick update to the Edge 18K. The new Edge 18K Power Pro features some significant changes, including a Thermo-Formed Uni-Body design and a longer 5.7-inch handle length, perfect for two-handed backhand players. The paddle weighs in at an average of 8 ounces and is built with a Polypropylene Honeycomb Core and a unique Triaxial Carbon fiber surface. I was really happy to be put on another play test from Diadem. I have play tested a handful of their paddles the last couple years and I've really enjoyed all of them, specifically the previous Edge 18K. So first thing I noticed when I got out on court was it's a really easy adjustment period for me. I find that these paddles are really easy to use. It takes about 2 or 3 minutes of warm up and I'm ready to go out and play. What were your initial impressions of the paddle?
Well, initially, right when I got this paddle, I thought, this looks nearly identical to that previous version, but once I got it on court, I definitely noticed there was a difference. These paddles are Thermo-Formed, and because of that, they have a firmer feel to them. I also felt like it was giving me more pop off my shots. The balls were just kind of launching off the paddle face a little bit more, which really helped me generate power on my serves and on my drive shots.
Another difference I noticed from the previous one was the handle. Now, I don't know if Diadem listened to my last review of this, but one of the things I mentioned was that I felt the handle was just a little bit short for my two-handed backhand, and with this extended length paddle, they fixed that problem for me. I think this paddle was made for my two-handed backhand. It's one of my favorite shots to hit in pickleball. I love diving down at my opponent's feet, and I can really do that with the two hands on the paddle. I also think that the grip is a very premium grip. It felt really well constructed and built. So for me, this is probably one of the best handles on the market right now.
Yeah, I definitely agree 100%. If you do have a two-handed backhand like Brittany or myself, I don't think there is a paddle out there that has a handle better for your type of game. I also want to touch on the control with this paddle. It is a very powerful paddle, but I thought the control was actually pretty good. It was nice on my dink shots. It was also good on resets as well. I felt pretty well connected to my shots there. And I also love it because of the spin, which I know is also a big part of your game.
Yeah, so one of the highlights for me on this Edge 18K Power Pro is the spin potential. Just like the previous paddle, the surface is super gritty, so the ball really grips and comes off the paddle with some nice spin. I agree, I thought it was a more power paddle versus control, so that extra spin gave me a little bit more control, so I didn't feel like I was overhitting. I could really get that ball to dip into the court.
Yeah, there was only probably a couple little negatives for me. One, as we mentioned before, was that power. Just found like at times I could overhit a bit, especially when I was from the baseline trying to hit shots past my opponent. And also I typically like a more shorter compact paddle for control. This one was more elongated, so I felt it was a little bit sluggish, especially up at the kitchen.
I do think the Thermo-Formed made it a slightly different feel, which I actually preferred a little bit more stiffened almost versus a dampened muted. But overall, I think this is a really great playing paddle for a wide range of players. That just about wraps it up. For more information on Diadem paddles or anything else pickleball related, head to totalpickleball.com.